Good day, Range Guild and BTA fans, and welcome back to BTA Season 2, Week 3. We are up against Rozzy and the Denver Dusknoirs. Rozzy is a very interesting person in terms of our league career because we have in the past had some pretty good matchups, but that does not mean that Rozzy is a bad battler whatsoever. I definitely feel like I am his Achilles heel a little bit, but he is someone who I have to look out for, and he's chomping on my heels at every turn, so it's going to be a very interesting battle. This week, we are bringing Krookodile, Delphox, Rothamo, Jellicent, Druddigon, and Wigglytuff, and we're thinking he's going to be bringing the Passimian, the Electivire, the Rhythmfrost, Araquanid, Cofagrigus, and Typhlosion. But let's jump in and see what he's bringing. All right. Okay. Okay. Rozzy has posted a link so we can make the changes to the team. So he did not bring Passimian. Instead, he has brought Musharna, which I'm not that worried about, honestly. Because we do have Krookodile with the Z move. So it's not like that big of an issue. He does not bring Rhythmfrost, so 'tis kind of a shame. Though he does have Honchkrow for possible defog, but Honchkrow, and then no Typhlosion, instead has Sliggoo. But in general, the main Pokemon that I thought he was going to bring were the Electivire, Araquanid, and Cofagrigus. I'm not really worried about the others. Also, Araquanid. I already said that. I'm not too worried about the differences in his team. Of course, he might have like Zap Zipper on the Sliggoo, so I can't Leaf Storm, but in general, Leaf Storm isn't like particularly great this battle, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I just want to take a quick look and see how much damage our Druddigon would take from like an Electivire. From like a Empower Ice. Okay. Ice Punch doesn't do that much. Let's see how much Empower Ice would do. Yeah, so not really much damage. I feel pretty safe just leading off with Druddigon. Getting up rocks. Getting a Toxic off on something. So I'm not too worried. He himself doesn't have rocks. He does have like web option, obviously. In general, I feel that my Krookodile is very good in this matchup. Because unless it's like Haunch. Yeah. Unless it's Scarf on things, Krookodile does pretty well. So if we can chip down Electivire, that'll be good. Delphox can also be pretty solid in this matchup. So I think we'll lead off with our Druddigon and then go from there. Let's see. Let's see what he does. Yeah, but like I said, Crocodile does a lot in this battle. Yeah. Oof. Musharna takes a crunch, but not really a Z crunch as long as we get rocks up. That's good now. He might be like a barrier set or something. So that's something I'll have to be careful of. But go to leftovers. Yeah, but if I get rocks up, guaranteed. If you are leftovers, yeah, okay. So it leaves Arachnid. I think just getting up Stealth Rocks here is fine. We're just gonna get rocks up and then chip away as team. We might just be exchanging hazards, but I feel like Stealth Rocks are more important for me than Sticky Webs are for him. We do have Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, so if he decides to go for an attack move, he will be chipped down quite a bit. This is his Z, this would be his Z move Pokemon on team if he is using a Z move. The other one would be Passimian, but he didn't bring that. So, yeah. So pretty much at this point, we're just waiting to see what he's going to do. Goes on Sliggoo, that's fine. That's a very interesting choice. Sliggoo. Eviolite. Yeah, so he could live, like, fairly easily. Which is fine. I feel like I want to keep Druddigon around. I don't want him to toxic this, but at the same time, or like go for a dragon move, I think I would just go into our Wigglytuff, as it does go for an Ice Beam. And let's just take a look at what kind of investment this is. Do a real quick check. That did 24, so it looks like he has some kind of investment. Not like a whole lot, but not nothing. But I think we'll go for a Toxic here. Put a timer on something, and then we can go for a Wish next turn, depending on what he brings in. So pretty much game plan right now is just chip away at his team as he has the Sludge Wave. That did quite a bit. Sludge Wave. So that did 48. Yeah. Not quite sure what it is. We're just going to protect here. Get a little more recovery, wear him down a little bit more with that. And then we'll just go into our Jellicent. As it goes for another Sludge Wave, we resist it. And here, I feel like it's pretty safe to throw off a Ice Beam. Yeah, nothing really wants to switch in like Arachnid, but we can Toxic it afterwards. So we'll throw off an Ice Beam. And we can gauge like what his HP and defense is possibly. Goes in Pythagoras, okay. 13. No leftovers. We will go for a Toxic here, and we do land. As he has an Energy Ball, it only does 42%. I feel like I just want to go for a Recover, see if he's going to switch up his move or not. This goes for a Shadow Ball. Okay. Good to know. Wigglytuff really doesn't do much here. So I think we will like sack it off. If not, we might eat up like a Shadow Ball on incoming. As he has Assault Vest, okay. Yep. And so we eat up a Shadow Ball. This means we can most likely go for a Wish here. And get back all of our HP. As he has Hidden Power something. But we will be able to just protect and get our Wish. This goes in the Honchkrow, which is fine. We get our Wish back. Let's see, Wigglytuff against a Honchkrow. Brave Bird, like Adamant Life Orb, is the only thing that would knock us out. So I think just going for a Toxic is fine. As he goes for a Defog. And we get another Toxic off on his Honchkrow. So here we can go for a Wish. And then I think I want to get back into my Druddigon afterwards. So right now half of his team is Toxic. I think here it's fine, just go into our Druddigon. As goes for a Roost. And now we can get up Stealth Rocks again. And he will be faster, so he's going to just be taking more and more turns of Toxic damage. Yeah, Rough Skin, Rock Helmet. Jeez, so much damage from that. As brings in Sliggoo, but we can just Outrage here. Oh, he is faster, okay. Let's see. Krookodile against Sliggoo. We're going to assume that's... Alright, Druddigon's naturally slower. That's my bad. I feel like just popping the Z move would be a good choice. Yeah, because let's just assume this. I'm going to do Z crunch. Yeah, so that would knock him out. So let's do that. We'll get a +1. Something will die here. Alright, pop in the Z move, Black Hole Eclipse. Knocks out Sliggoo. Get our Moxie boost. And we are going to save our Crocodile because it does do well against the other members of his team. Nice punch. Yeah, I don't cross chop. Yeah, even that can't knock me out. Use Expert Belt. That has a chance. Life Orb. Better chance. Arachnid comes in. Arachnid. Oh, okay, there we go. And we're at +1. So I think just going into our Jellicent is fine. We can save our Crocodile. Get a little bit more damage on his stuff for later. Or like bring out our Crocodile later. As it goes for a Z move, Hydro Vortex, we are War Absorb. I think just going for the Scald here is fine. He's most likely not going to want to stay in. Okay, he does. That's fine. I set up the webs. In that case, we'll go for Toxic this turn. Yeah, but this Jellicent just walls the Arachnid. This goes into Cofagris, goes down to that. Toxic fails, that's fine. Yep, brings in Electivire. And at this point, we can just sack off our Wigglytuff because it's not going to do anything. See what you eat. Choice Scarf, okay. Well, in that case, we can bring in our Crocodile. Yeah, I should have realized that I would do that. Earthquake does that much. Crunch. Yeah, Crunch is their best play. Crunch will do the most amount of damage to his team. Yep, goes into Arachnid. Crunch almost knocks him out. But I am pretty darn sure that, let's see, 199. I mean, technically he could possibly be faster than me at -1. But they had 11. I do need Crocodile, and I mean Jellicent's pretty safe just to go into. This goes for a Leech Life. That's fine. New Skull did 11 last time, so we'll just go for that, and it'll just be 2 turns. Or a little more. Or yeah, so I think just Toxic into Recover next turn. Yeah, so it goes down to that, brings in Electivire, and we'll just go for a Scald here because if he locks himself into an electric move, then he can't beat Crocodile, and then he's in a lot of trouble. As it goes for an Ice Punch, yep. Yep, and we burn him just for the extra salt. As it goes in the Musharna. And here we will go for the Toxic. As it does synchronize back to us. And let's go Crocodile. And we will knock off this turn. As a Crocodile unfortunately goes down from that. So we're going to go Delphox here. And we'll go for the Psychic. Obviously, I could have possibly like saved a little differential by switching out Crocodile, but I didn't really want to do that. Overall, pretty solid game. The one thing that I would have suggested next time for Ozzy is possibly having a support Musharna with Heal Bell. That would have helped him a lot out in this battle. But other than that, you know, good battle. Burn saves us from that. And just a little salt, steal that choice scarf to end the battle. GG to Rozzy. We had a couple of Pokemon which did pretty well against this team, so it was kind of a favorable matchup. But other than that, that was a pretty solid battle. Once again, just having Heal Bell is definitely very good because attacking Toxic onto Pokemon is very helpful, especially against really bulky things such as Pythagoras and Musharna and Araquanid. So, something to think about. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the battle. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.